Good morning, guys. I'm Joe Bates. I am here at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. I'm here performing a show with my friend Luke Chilton. It's called Journeys of the Mind and the Megabus, and it's on at 1 p.m. every day at the Golf Tavern, right up until the end of the festival. I thought about doing a podcast to document this festival. It's the first time I've ever been to a full run of the Fringe, but I couldn't be asked, so I'm just going to do this little daily review of the Fringe, if that's okay. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to, but I'm going to use it as a way to promote my show and also like denigrate other shows so people don't go to them. So yeah, I'm here in Edinburgh. It's yesterday was the first day of the Fringe. The whole place is buzzing, as you can see, and it's really getting hotted up now. So yesterday was our first show. In many ways, a complete success. The venue was excellent. All the sound was perfect. I haven't seen toilets as nice as that in a pub in a very long time. So no one turned up to the show, really. That was the main drawback. Well, one person turned up, my friend Stu, but we sent him away because Luke's bit it's got a game show element that requires two people, and I think it would have been a bit sad if I was the second person. So Stu's coming later on in the run. I'm not quite sure. It's early days. We're in a venue quite far away from the centre, and we're gonna have to think of different promotion techniques. Like we're gonna have to aggressively fly, aggressively post. We might need to hire out some segways or something like that because it is a long walk. But very early days. If we can get a couple of people in today, we're on to a winner. So, but if you fancy making the journey, that'd be amazing because we really do need people. So yeah, review of my first day of the Fringe yesterday beyond the show, which as I said had some ups and downs. I only went to see one other show. I went to see Janine Harouni, her stand-up special, hour-long special. It was very good, very good. I've seen Janine before, and she's brought together her stand-up bits in a very compelling show. I don't really like slagging off other comedians, and I'm not going to slag off Janine because she's great, but I felt very resentful during the show because she did have an audience, and not just us, there was many more people, and I don't know why she couldn't have just give us some. It's just she's going to be having she could have spared two just so we could have done the game show thing. And also, with all due respect, I don't want to sound xenophobic, but Janine is American, and with Brexit and everything, we have to be supporting British produce, and that's what me and Luke are. I don't want to play that card, but at the same time, I have to. So anyway, Janine, yes, very good. But if there's already a lot of people there in the queue when you go and see Janine, just come over to the Golf Tavern. It's it was 5 hours earlier, but go to the Golf Tavern the next day instead, catch up on your rest on the evening, and come to see us. It's only a half an hour walk or something like that. So yeah, what else in my Edinburgh time? I've been taking notes as I've been going along. First night was in a hostel with 6 other people in the room. I accidentally went on the wrong bunk, on the top bunk, to begin with, put all my stuff there, and when I came back in the night, I'd found that my stuff had been moved from the top bunk into the bin downstairs, which was surprising. The Chinese guy in the lower bunk had put it in the bin, including my glasses and my headphones and stuff like that. He guided me downstairs kindly, he showed me where it was, and he typed something into his phone, something in Cantonese, and is Cantonese? Well, yeah, so a different alphabet, and it translated to, I think the guy fell down. So maybe he just presumed whoever was up there was dead or something like that. But anyway, he took me down and it was all there, so all fine. And in the night, he snored really loudly, maybe as revenge for me waking him up. These really horrible, sort of liquidy snores. And eventually I had to knock on the bunk because I didn't have confidence in my Chinese language skills enough to say, please stop snoring. So I knocked on the bunk, but he didn't realise what it was. He just woke up with a start and he was making these noises. He was so terrified and saying these things for about 5 minutes. And it was clear that he'd thought it was a supernatural thing or something. I've never heard anyone sound so terrified. And so we haven't, I don't think we'll stay in touch. But at least I don't think he knew it was me, so that's fine. Other stuff that happened, someone in the hostel said groovy. I felt like the young, like by far the oldest person in amongst a lot of very young people at that hostel. But then the person at reception said groovy man. Like, have young people started saying that again? That made me feel very old. And and otherwise I got shot on by a seagull very early doors. Really, really deserted street. So it's got to be pointed. But that's meant to be good luck. It didn't transpire for our first show, but maybe it's the type of seagull shit that gives you luck down the line. So fingers crossed. But anyway, that's a review of my own show, Janine Harouni's show, the Chinese guy, the seagull. I'll be back tomorrow with another little video account of all the stuff that happens. Not the same stuff again. I'll keep it interesting. But just another reminder, it's probably backwards on your screen, but it's 1 p.m. at the Golf Tavern today. It is actually quite good. I want people to see it. So that'd be great. So please just drive down if you're not here already. Okay, so hopefully see you in a couple of hours. Bye.